Good afternoon, students. This is our Right On To group from the city of Sofia and the town of Petric. And today in class, there are 3 students. We have Nasko, Sami, and Alexandra. And as a starter today, we are going to practice using the passive voice of the present simple and past simple tense of the verb. And then we'll continue with our textbook, and the topic is going to be about wild animals. So you're going to speak about wild animals and then continue with more grammar about relative pronouns and defining relative clauses. So we are about to work on Unit 5 today. Okay, so to start with, let's start with test. Oh, not this way. I just have to find the way to my worksheets. Here they are. I'm now sharing. I must share the screen. Why is it not happening? I have to share. I'm sharing this worksheet to do with the passive voice, but it doesn't open. So because of that, I'll change my activities and we'll do, okay, somebody is coming into the classroom. And this is Dimitar is also entering. Okay, so because I can't open my worksheet, it's here, but it doesn't open for one or another reason. I don't know why it's not opening. Let me try again. Yes, maybe this time it will open. Because I cannot use this worksheet, we'll start doing the activities in our workbook. Okay, Nasko, are you in the classroom? And Mitko, everybody is in the classroom now. Okay, so unfortunately, I cannot use that worksheet I was about to use. So we are starting with our textbook. So as a revision from our previous lesson, let's do some of the activities again. And this is in your textbook on page 79. Page 79 in your textbook. Just to go through the activities again and see. Here they are. So open your book, and this is Unit 5, Be Green. And just to summarize the things we talked about last week, let's summarize the grammar first of all, and then we'll do some of the activities again as a recap. Okay, so Sami, look at the example here. The council released the report last Monday. Is the active voice of the verb release, okay? But if we say that the report was released, we don't say who did it, who released the activity. We only know the result.
Положението в документи.
I beg your pardon? Yeah?
Ние гледаме само страницата на документите.
Само страничката на документите ли гледате? That's fine. Okay, here they are. Yes, so now can you see my worksheet, my screen now? Yes, okay. So this is something to do with your textbook on page 79, your textbook, page 79, where the passive voice of the past simple tense is explained. So the council released the report, becomes the report was released last Monday by the council. We introduce the agent with the preposition by whom. Okay, so if the verb is negative, then the passive form of the verb will be wasn't released, and the question is made with the auxiliary verb was. That means that in the passive voice, the auxiliary verb is to be, and it is followed by the main verb, which is with the ending ed, or it's the third form of irregular verbs of English. Okay, so exercise 3 in the book. Look at the book. It's about a documentary starring Rick Alvary, Hayden Panettiere, Scott Baker, Isabel Lucas, and Hardy Combs. And now you have to say that somebody did it. So and the person who did the activity is Fisher Stevens. So how would you say, Sami, that the movie filmed беше режисиран, беше продуциран от Fisher Stevens?
It was produced
Yeah, it was produced, that's right, because it happened. And continue, Sami. And then the film бил режисиран от...
and the film was directed
That's right, by Luis Cijuelos and бил написан
and was written
by Mark
by Mark.
Monroe, and special cameras бяха използвани. What would you say?
Were used
Were used that които били проектирани, that
were
designed to look like crocs, and the film
was awarded
was awarded an Oscar for Best Documentary Feature. Okay, so as I can see, you are doing very well with this one. Okay, so this activity is to do with the using of is, are, was, a word depending on the tense and whether there is one agent or two agents. But the next one is more important when we introduce by and when with. So when you introduce the person who did the activity, you should use the preposition by. But if you're talking about the instrument by means of which we did the activity, we're using the preposition with. The beach was cleaned with a special machine.
with.
Yes,
The show was watched by millions of people.
Yes, that's right.
The artwork was made with paper. Paper. Yeah.
Paper.
Avatar was directed by James Cameron.
Okay, so you have no problems with this grammar. I can feel it. Well, then let me see. For homework, as I can see, your homework from last week was live worksheets, the passive, but unfortunately, I cannot open them today. Maybe my computer is, I think it needs more memory to open that paper. But anyway, we're continuing now with our lesson. And this is on the next page. Look at page 80 in the book. And we are moving with a new topic. Today we're going to talk about animals, and this is especially wild animals. Okay, just need to take some photos of the slides we are going through. So let's listen and repeat the pronunciation of these wildlife animals. Okay, listen and repeat along after the speaker. The first one is
butterfly,
butterfly,
dolphin,
repeat,
Butterfly,
dolphin,
wasp,
dolphin,
wasp,
chameleon, chameleon,
chameleon, okay,
monkey,
monkey,
tortoise,
tortoise,
tiger,
tortoise,
tiger,
tiger,
yes,
crocodile,
crocodile,
bravo,
beetle,
beetle, yes,
salamander,
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 and last one,
frog,
frog. Oh, well, so these are animals from our environment. And now we are going to continue and match these animals with their category. So read the definitions and list the animals in exercise 1 under the headings. Say or write sentences as in the example. Okay, so the first one is about amphibians.
Amphibian. Noun. An animal that spends a part of its life in water and a part on land.
So which of the animals in the picture is an amphibian? Which of these animals?
salamander,
Okay, I agree. Salamander, what else?
frog,
Definitely the frog is an amphibian. What about? Yeah, that's right. Maybe this will be because the crocodile is also amphibian, but actually it's a reptile. So yeah, that's right. Next we have
Insect.
an insect.
Noun. An animal that has 3 main
The
body
beetle,
parts
the
and 6
wasp,
legs.
Mhm.
Some insects have got wings.
and the
Okay.
butterfly.
Great. Okay. Continuing.
Reptile.
Reptile.
Noun. A cold-blooded animal with scaly skin that lays eggs.
It lays eggs. So, which animal, Alex? It's gonna be a reptile. Vlechugu. Yeah, this is gonna a crocodile. Samche, yes, the salamander. Does it lay eggs? Snasili, it's a
Yes.
salamander.
Yes.
Toys the body, a reptile as well.
And the
as
tortoise.
And the tortoise, is it? Yes, maybe. And the tortoise would be also a reptile. Okay. And then a mammal is, as we
tiger,
humans
Mammal.
are.
monkey,
Yes.
the dolphin.
Noun. A warm-blooded animal, usually with hair, that feeds its babies with milk.
Usually with hair that feeds its babies with milk.
Aguspojo,
Yes, please. Yeah.
the chameleon, what type is it?
Chameleon, it's a reptile. The chameleon.
Okay.
To jest liczył jest, to nie ma pasicy, to na gustach. It must be a reptile. Okay. And let me see. So these are the answers. Chameleon, tortoise, and a crocodile are the reptiles. And yeah, so everything is correctly done. The salamander, actually, they say it's an amphibian, which means that it doesn't lay eggs. Okay. Итак, да продължим с следващия слайд. Say or write sentences by using the example. A butterfly is an insect. It's got 6 legs and wings. Can you try to paraphrase and describe the other animals in the pictures? Who's gonna start? Dimitar, could you choose one of the animals and describe it? Dimitar?
Okay.
Yes, okay.
I think tiger.
And we'll describe the tiger, yes. And it is similar to which other animal in the world?
a cat.
Tigers are friends, yes, with cats and is it a reptile? Is it an insect? Is it an amphibian or is it a mammal? A tiger. It has got puppies, so it breastfeeds the young tigers. So it's gonna be a mammal. A mammal, yes, a mammal, buzainik. Okay. Do you know anything else about tigers? Where do they live, for example?
In the savannah.
Okay, there are also Asian tigers that live in India, but yes, we can say to generally speaking, they live in the savannah. Okay, another one, Sami, can you describe another of these animals?
Yes, the tiger is a mammal. It's got 4 legs and hair.
Yes.
And
Okay.
eats meat.
Okay. It eats meat. That's true.
Quadrugu.
And yeah. That's it. Okay, good. Alex, choose another animal you want to talk about and describe it.
Dolphin. Dolphin is a water animal, and it's a mammal. It is it's of the family of whales.
Bravo.
They have wings. No, they have wings and
The dolphins are actually the closest animals to the humankind.
yeah,
Mhm. That's
they are
right.
very intelligent animals.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they travel in groups called
Mhm.
pods.
Oh yeah, that's true. Pods, tu
And
hast es da o delfini? Pods. They travel. Actually, you're talking about the baby dolphin, yeah? When
um,
the mother dolphin doesn't fall asleep while the babies are born because the mother is looking after the babies not to get drowned in the water while they're babies, while they're very, very little. Okay. That's very interesting information. Nasco, what about another animal in the picture?
Okay. I will talk about frog. The frog.
I can't hear you, by the way.
Sorry.
Yes, we can't hear you.
The frog is animal who lives in lakes and it can stay out of the water.
What does it eat?
I don't know.
Frogs. They eat flies. They eat insects, smaller animals
Oh yes.
from them, smaller than them. Good. But some people hunt frogs for meat. Yeah. Okay. Who is next? Who hasn't said anything? Sami described an animal. Alex too. Dimitri? He described also about the tiger, and that was about which animal you described right now? The frog. Yes. Okay. So we have described one of them, and now we are continuing with the next activity. Choose a country and find photos of animals that live there. Design a poster, label the photos. So maybe for homework, or we can do it also now on your computers, but I advise you to do it for homework. Yeah. You should look for other animals from other living in other habitats like the polar bear or the seal or the reindeer which are living in Canada, and design a poster and tell us the stories of these animals. So I want you to have this project done for homework for next week, okay? So think of an animal and describe where it lives and what's their life like, okay? And Sami and everybody else, do you have a favorite animal? If yes, which one is it? And why do you appreciate it? Why do you value your dog? Yeah?
I don't have favorite animal.
No favorite animal?
Neither pet.
Neither, because I love the dolphins, for example. And this is the reason why the dolphin is the symbol of my school. But each animal is a new universe, isn't it? The other boys and Alex, do you have a favorite animal?
no, I haven't.
Do you like all different types of animals? The same,
Yes.
in the same way, even though they are also, how to say, venomous snakes or prayer animals, prey animals that prey on the other animals for food. You wouldn't mind these animals. You would, yeah, you would just love seeing all of them and enjoy being with seeing and just knowing about the variety of our animal world around the global places. Okay, so we are now moving to page 81. This is the next page where we are going to practice a conversation at the shop. This is the next worksheet about shopping. Complete the dialogue and use the sentences from A to E. One sentence is extra. Okay, so Dan, we have Dan for Nasku. Nasku is going to be Dan. Assistant is going to be Alexandre. Amelia, всъщност имаме само една жена в... Добре, so you are going to be Amelia. Alexandre, AA. Assistant is going to be Samuel. And Dan is going to be Dimitar. Is it fine? Yes, I think everybody got their roles. So you are expected to read the conversation again. Dan is Dimitar. Amelia is Alexandre.
Аз съм асистент.
You are the assistant.
И някой остана без роля.
Някой остана без роля за сега. Добре. Okay, so Наско остана без роля. Okay, so let's start. Who's gonna start? Dan. This is for Dimitar. Mitko, are you there to join the class?
Той се е мютнал.
Така ли? Той се е мютнал и не го чуваме.
Може да има нещо проблеми с микрофона.
Да, Димитър, could you read your lines? Димитър, Митко?
Може да има проблеми с микрофона.
Тогава хайде да сменим, ще дадем на Наско думата. Наско, you will be Dan. Let's read it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, let's start.
Look, there's a gift shop. Let's get something for your niece.
Hello, how can I help you?
How can I help you? Amelia, this is Alexandra.
Hello, can I
Hi.
help?
Hi, we'd like to get you Amelia now.
I would like to get something special for my niece.
Is there anything in particular you would like?
Добре, чудесно.
I like the look of the soft toys. Have you got it in red?
И кое казахме сега? Have you got it in red? Това ли ще бъде въпроса? Я да помислим. How much are
Не,
they?
трябва да е how much they.
How much той иска цената? How much are they?
They're $5.75 each, and with every purchase you make, we donate half of the money to the San Martinez Wildfire Sanctuary to help care of sick or injured animals.
That sounds like a great idea. We'll take two, a toy tiger and a toy lion, please.
What an excellent choice. That's $11.50 in total.
Here you are.
Here's your change and receipt. Thank you for shopping at San Martin Safari Park gift shop.
There was one extra sentence. Okay, so that was the conversation of people shopping in what kind of shop. We donate half of the money to the
gift shop.
It's a gift shop. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and let's look at let's listen to the whole recording now. Listen. carefully.
Look, there's the gift shop. Let's get something for your niece.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, we'd like to get something special for my niece.
Is there anything in particular you would like?
I like the look of the soft toys. How much are they?
They're £5.75 each, and with every purchase you make, we donate half the money to the San Martinez Wildlife Sanctuary to help care for sick or injured animals.
That sounds like a great idea. We'll take 2. A toy tiger and a toy lion, please.
What an excellent choice. That's £11.50 in total.
Here you are.
Here's your change and receipt. Thank you for shopping at San Martinez Safari Park gift shop.
Well, so do you understand the conversation between the customers and the shop assistant? Yeah.
Yes.
What did the customer buy eventually?
2 toys, 1 tiger
2
and 1
toys
lion.
and 1 lion. Okay, good. Now you are about to make a similar conversation. Look at this is the next activity. So by following this model, you are gonna make similar conversations at the shop. Okay. Okay, so who is gonna make a conversation? Let's start with Samuel and Alexandra.
Трябва да сме 3.
Трима ли трябва да сте? Нека да сте 2, за да можем да направим 2 ролеви игри. So, let's buy something from your shop. For example, this time you will be the shop assistant. Sami and Alex is your customer. Okay?
Ама аз бях преди малко асистента, но добре.
Да, така ли?
Да.
Ти ли беше асистент? Не, тогава ще сменим ролите. You
I'm
will
here.
be the customer and Alexandra will be the shop assistant. That's right. Okay. So,
Hello.
Hello, I would like 1 t-shirt. How much is it?
It's 6 pounds.
And how about the red hat? How much is it?
It's 3.99 pounds.
okay.
Okay, I would like 1 t-shirt and 2 hats, please.
Okay. It's 14 pounds nearly.
Okay. And
Here you go.
Yeah. You can say that every 5% of each purpose goes to a special cause you are standing after. So, for example, now, Alex, are you involved in doing some voluntarily work supporting animals or the environment? Alex and everybody else, are you involved in doing some voluntarily work right now?
No, right now, no.
Because a lot of people need our help right now. I mean, especially old people who cannot go out. So they need our help to survive in this time. Okay, so Nasco and Dani, Nasco and Dimitar, could you please make a conversation in the shop? What are you going to do today?
Okay.
Who's going to start? Nasco, can you start first? You
Do
are
you hear
the
me?
customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, there's the gift shop. Let's get something for your niece.
Let's get something for your niece.
Някой чува ли ме?
Да, чуваме ли, да?
Да, бе, ми те
А,
слушаме.
добре.
We can
А,
hear you. Yes, just start speaking.
окей. Амелия, нали? Hi, I would like to get something special for my niece.
I like the look of the soft toys. How much are they?
They are $5.75 each, and with every purchase you make, we donate half the money to San Martinez Wildlife Sanctuary
Wildlife Sanctuary.
to help care for sick or injured animals.
That sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a great idea. We will take two, a toy tiger and a toy lion, please.
What an expensive choice. That's $11.50 in total.
Here you are.
Here your change and receipt. Thank you for receipt. Thank you for shopping at San Martin Safari Park gift shop.
Right. So, thank you for shopping at San Martinez Safari Park gift shop. So you did it well. You improvised, which means that you are this is quite easy for you. Shopping in a supermarket with toys, you will be able to manage this kind of communication. Okay, so let's move on to the next activity in the book. And this is gonna be, let me see, intonation. Okay, so now we are going to practice making exclamations. And you understand when people are excited, really excited, we make exclamation. Example, if we want to say какъв красив ден, какъв хубав слънчев ден имаме днес, what would you say? What would you say, Alex? Yeah, what?
It's such a good day.
Yeah, it's such a lovely day today. The sun is shining, for example. People are more relaxed after the celebration yesterday, every other day, because there were too many holidays this week. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day today, such a beautiful day today. Okay, so when we express a surprise in both languages, in Bulgarian and in English language, we use these words. So plus adjective plus or adverb to say that something is very, very hot in this context, or they ran so quickly. So describes the adjective or the adverb that it's followed by. Толкова is the Bulgarian translation. He is so fast. Той е толкова бърз. Yeah? And next, such plus adjective plus noun. Would you like to continue reading? Mitko, can you continue reading the other examples given on the right part of your page? Such plus an adjective or a noun. What is the example given? Yeah.
Where?
The notes which give information about how to make an exclamation are described below. Such a difficult rescue, for example. It was such bad news. Новината не се брои в английски език. News остава без употребата на неопределителния член ъ. Such, it was such bad news. Continue reading. What?
Okay. What a nice day.
What a nice day. Okay. Next. What plus adjective plus uncountable noun is used?
What
Also.
awful weather.
What awful weather. Vamos, problema. And then, Alexandra, continue reading the others. What a plus countable sentence.
Yes.
Read the example here. What example it is given?
How tired we were. How fast she was running.
Yeah, but when we use how, we are expected to use the adjective or the adverb after it straight away. What a comfortable table. What a beautiful dress. So the article A goes in front of the noun, which is countable. Okay? И така, can you now use these forms to make exclamations with the words on the left side of your textbook? Let's make some more exclamations. I'll be listening to you. Sami, could you start, please?
We had such a good time.
Such a good time. Bravo, чудесно.
It was such bad weather.
It was such bad weather.
What a
Yes.
nice mug.
Yes. Yeah. The next one?
What a nice mug.
That's correct. What a nice mug.
You work so hard.
Yeah. And then so hard. Okay, Alex?
He works. What tasty how tasty apples? What
Maybe.
tasty apples?
What did you say again?
What tasty apples?
Okay.
Нож бихал също.
About what? About the mug?
No,
What?
the tasty apple.
The tasty apples, yes. How tasty? No, what tasty
What
apples?
tasty apple?
What tasty apples? And the last one for Mitko.
Okay. What expensive it was.
По-скоро
But-
how, колко скъпо
How
беше
expensive.
това. How expensive it was. Yeah. So this is like in Bulgarian language. It doesn't change. What tasty apples, какви вкусни ябълки. He was so hard. What a nice mug. It was such bad weather. And finally, with such, it was such bad weather and he had such a good time. Чудесно, we've done this activity and we can move on to the next part of the lesson. It's the grammar based on relative pronouns, defining relative clauses. Okay, Sami, Alex, have we ever studied this defining relative clauses? Have I ever explained you this grammar to you? Някога преподавано ли ви е тази граматика в училище?
Не. Просто не звучи така.
Да, защото, да. Окей. So, хайде да ги обясним. Това е нещо много елементарно. То е както в български език. Който, която, където. Това са същите думички в английски език, които поясняват определена дума в главното изречение. И сега обаче има значение дали думата, която обясняват, е разкриваема, тя става уникална заради това си качество. Ако такава е ситуацията, then you do not you also use който, която, където, защото, but you use commas like вметнати изрази to say that this information isn't important for the sentence. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna open the next worksheet and we'll go through the grammar explanations given for Unit 5E. So, relative pronouns, който, която, където, каквото. They are like in Bulgarian language, they are similar to the question words we are using to address somebody or something. So when you talk about people, you're using the question word, the relative pronoun who or that to talk about human beings, okay? So you can say, това е човека, който ми се обади по телефона. And Alex, how would you say that? Това е човека.
That's the man. Who?
Yeah, who did something. Okay. Така, след това, ако има се, обаче ако ставаше дума за неговия, за човека и неговото куче, кучето за него си е his or her, но за нас the dog or the animals, they will be neuter gender. They will be it or they in plural form of the verb. Okay. And then if you talk about possession, you're using the relative pronoun whose, чието, чиято, чието. For example, the goose, that's the goose whose brother works as a volunteer in the animal shelter. Okay?
Okay.
And now, which sentences are called defining? Which sentences are called non-defining? It's quite easy. If you cannot omit the pronoun and if there is no comma to separate it from the main clause, it must be a defining relative clause. The house, for example, which is bought, is next to the park. The house, къщата, която купих, е близко до паркът, т.е. когато описваме места и хора, освен, when we describe things, we use the relative pronoun which, followed by another subject, verb, etc. in the sentence. Listen to these two guys. What are they talking about? Listen to them.
The man who lives next door runs the animal shelter. I know. He's the one whose son plays in the school football team.
He's the one whose son plays in the football team. Чийто син играе в футболния отбор. Окей. Така, сега, значи най-важното сега е да запомним кога ще има запетая и кога няма да има запетая в английски език. Нека да разгледаме точно тези worksheets. Окей. Значи, относителните местоимения са who, that, whose, which and that, where, където, когато, when, and why, защо. And they are introducing relative clauses. Okay. And listen to the example.
This is the teenager who organizes cleanups. This is the teenager that organizes cleanups.
Okay, that's what they're saying. The next one. We use who of that to refer to people. For example, listen to the sentence given as an example.
These are the students who collect money for the poor. These are the students that collect money for the poor.
Okay. And if you refer to an object, then instead of who, you should use which. Which is за предмети и за животни. Listen to this one.
This is the teenager who organizes cleanups. This is the teenager that organizes cleanups.
Okay. And the next one is again here. Listen to this one.
These are the students who collect money for the poor. These are the students that collect money for the poor.
Could you say that after the speaker together? These are the students.
These are the students
who collected money for the poor.
Collect, не collected, госпожа. Вие казахте collect, а той collect.
Добре, браво.
This is the charity which makes sick children's wishes come true.
Make a
This is the
wish.
charity that makes sick children's wishes come true.
Everybody together. This is the charity
that makes sick
This is
children.
the charity which makes sick children's wishes.
This is
Wishes
a
true.
charity or the charity that makes sick children's wishes come true. I think I have seen such a movie about a child that was sick and there was Santa Claus in the hospital during Christmas. Okay, good. И да обясним сега кога ще има запетая и кога няма да има запетая. Запетаите се пишат, когато изречението не е важно за разбирането на главния смисъл. Те се явяват като вметнати изрази. Например, вижте сега този пример.
These are the volunteers who clean up their area in their spare time. These are the volunteers that clean up their area in their spare time.
И къде е запетето?
Запетая се слагат само когато излиза е вметнат, а когато е важен за разбирането на смисъла в текста, няма никаква запетая. Така. Ето сега, тук имаме пример за who и that.
Jane is the girl who we want as president of our recycling. Jane is the girl who we want as president of our recycling club. Jane is the girl that we want as president of our recycling club.
Текст. Добре. Айде запишете ги. Това са така наречените defining clauses, които в момента учите. Clauses. Относителните изречения, които се въвеждат с думите който, която, където, защото. Така. Те следват, неизбежно следват думата, която поясняват. Тези местоимения. Who, which за предмети. That is used for both. There is no change in the usage. If we use it for men or women, it doesn't, for objects or animals, we use the word that. That is used for both, for men and animals and objects. Okay, which. And when you use these words, we say, this is, okay, we can say that another example I'll give you. My sister who lives in Canada is a dentist. Who lives in Canada? Canada is a dentist, okay? And this sentence without any commas. But you can say the same sentence with commas, make a small pause before you continue speaking, and then you change the meaning of this sentence. You say, my sister lives in Canada, and this is typical for her. But actually, I want to specify that we are talking about my sister who lives in Canada. Okay, so let's write out the example. My sister, who lives in Canada, is let's say, has got 2 children. Can you see? Сами, значи, когато има запетая, моята сестра, която живее в Канада и която има 2 деца, тази информация къде живее е въобще несъществена, защото тя е само една сестра. И дали живее в Петрич, в София и в Благоевград, това няма никакво значение за разбирането на смисъла. Когато думата е вметнат израз и без този израз текста се подразбира, тогава се отделя с запетаи от главното изречение. Окей? А когато това изречение е важно за разбирането на смисъла в главното изречение, тогава нямаме запетаи и вместо, и тогава също можем да използваме и думичката that. Това е общото между defining clauses and non-defining clauses. Значи, в първото изречение, което написах за My sister who lives in Canada is a dentist, където няма запетая, това е така наречения defining relative clause. Няма запетая, защото аз имам две сестри. И с това подчертавам коя от моите две сестри. Actually, which of the two of my sisters works as a dentist. So, in other words, we can summarize that a defining relative clause gives necessary information and is essential to the meaning of the main sentence. Who, which, or that can be omitted when is the object of the relative clause. That is, when there is a noun or pronoun behind who, between who, which, that and the verb. Okay? Тоест, можем да пропуснем тези думички, когато поясняваме допълнението в изречението. Look at the example given here. You can say, in other words, listen.
Jane is the girl who we want as president of our recycling club. Jane is the girl that we want as president of our recycling club.
Тоест, тя е момичето, което we want as, което ние желаем да имаме. Да, we want as president of our recycling club. She is the girl. Тук обаче поясняваме нещо като подлог в изречението. Това си остава чист вид. Defining clauses. Неопределящия вид изречение, той няма да има определяща, фиксираща информация и ще важи за повече хора, не само за един човек или група от хора. Така, да видим следващото изречение. Sami, can you continue reading these explanations?
Обясненията или долу?
Обясненията.
Defining relative clause gives necessary information and it's essential to the meaning of the main sentence. Note who, which, that can be omitted when it is the object of the relative clause. That is when there is a noun or a pronoun between which, who, that and the verb.
Могат да бъдат изпуснати, да, тези думички, когато поясняват допълнението в главното изречение.
Orangutans are one of the endangered animals which that WWF wants to protect. WWF.
The World Wildlife Foundation. Yes, okay. So, значи, когато поясняваме предмети, използваме which or that. If you describe something else, then you can, if you're not describing an object, then you cannot miss the pronoun. We'll just do some examples with this one, just to see what is given here. Yes, they are the relative pronouns we are going to use in exercise 2. So, значи, разбрахме, когато имаме defining relative clause, използвате местоименията който, която, където, защото, без запетая. И освен тези думички, можем да използваме и думата that, което означава че. Той е съюза че, но пояснява някои от думите в изречението. Okay, so can we start reading this exercise and say how to paraphrase these sentences? The first one is, the person called me last night. She works at the shelter. So we can say the person who works in the shelter called me last night. Can you try the next one, Dimitar? This is number 2. Exercise 2. Yeah. Exercise 2. Sentence number 2. Are you ready? Dimitar, are you there? Dimitar? Who is there? Let me see who is cannot hear me. So you have already, all of you have muted yourself. Okay, so let's make now the sentences. Okay. Айде, Sami, start.
This is the charity. It helps endangered animals. This is the charity that helps endangered animals.
Да, тук може и that, може и which, both are acceptable. Okay, Alexandra?
Тук съм, спреми интернет и трябваше да рестартирам рутера.
Добре. So, can you now do the next one? Number 3. Yes, please.
Okay. Last night I met a girl. Her mother is a well-known scientist.
Yeah.
Last night I met a girl. Her mother.
Чиято майка. Чиято майка. Скобички ти е зададена думата whose. Whose mother is
well-known scientist.
Да, точно така. Т.е. почти няма нищо като разминаване с български език. Те са много лесни за разбиране изречения. Добре. Наско? Number 4. Nasco, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, we are doing exercise number 2.
Okay. Ruby Jones is the woman. She volunteers at our local charity. Ruby Jones is the woman who volunteers at our local charity.
Чудесно, браво. И последното става за Алекс.
The charity event was a huge success. It took place in July. The charity event, which have a huge success, took place in July.
Не, по-скоро, който се случи през месец юли, имаше огромен успех.
The charity event, which took place in July, have a huge success.
Чудесно. Тоест, това упражнение нямахте никакви проблеми. Take turns to make sentences about the animal, people, things, places in the list. Use relative pronoun. A polar bear, a monkey, a dolphin. What kind of animals are they like? And what they like doing in their free time. Okay. So, who is going to start? Sami, could you make an example with one of these words?
Okay. The monkey is a mammal that lives in the jungle.
Mainly in the jungle. Okay. That's right. Who's going to try another animal description? Alex, choose another word to describe.
The snake is an animal that lives in the flat places and jungles, which there's a place to hide from the other animals and
Boys, what about you? Can you make other examples with other something else, for example? Which one do you want to describe? Mitko? What about a volunteer? Can you describe the word a volunteer? What does it mean? Yes, Sami.
A volunteer is a person who wants to do something without any payment or any stuff in return.
Bravo. Somebody who doesn't want to be paid for his services. Yes, that's right. Okay, can you describe the word animal shelter, for example? Boys who want to describe an animal shelter.
Ами аз мога, ама трябва и другите да правят.
Трябва и другите да участват, да. Нека да кажем Митко. Митко да отговори сега. Димитър, can you answer the question about an animal shelter? What is it like? Yeah, an animal shelter. Boys, can you hear me? Okay, Alexandra maybe will tell us. Някой липсва в групата. Maybe that is not in the group. Mitko is not in the group. Nasko, how about you? How you describe an animal shelter? Nasko? Boys, are you there? Sami, can you describe an animal shelter then? What is it like, an animal shelter?
The animal shelter is a place where
animals
go, animals that are injured or don't have a home go, and people take care of them there.
Yes, I know. Okay, so animal homes, shelters are for adopted animals that they need some care, human care, because they had been injured, for example. Okay, well done. Какво друго ни остана от тук, от тази страничка да довършим? Let me check. Успяхме да качиме този worksheet, свързан с... Просто ще го направим с Basilis. Окей. Така, и сега искам само да акцентувам още веднъж, because we've already finished these sentences. I just want to focus on that if this sentence is non-defining sentence, значи сами, ако изречението е с вметнат израз, тогава не се използва думичката that и се изписват запетаи от двете части на изречението. Somebody is trying to enter the classroom. Dimitar, he had been spat out of the system. Изплют беше. Okay, so we're talking about defining and non-defining relative clauses, неопределящите изречения, non-defining.
Госпожо, значи, един вид, който не се слага запетая, е когато не е важно за определеното нещо, е важно, когато няма запетая. Е важно за...
Да, точно така. То е важно, когато става дума за разбирането. Ако не е важно...
Има запетая, така е.
Има запетая. И другата разлика, че използваме that в определящите, но that не се използва в неопределящите изречения. Тоест при бавно става писането. Non-defining clauses, неопределящите изрази, които в случая са вметнати изрази. Те са като вметнати изрази. Те се използват с запетая, докато определящите са без запетая. Може да си го запишете това. Defining clauses не изискват запетая, те са определящи и затова няма запетая. Но ако е просто вметнат израз, може и без тази информация, тогава ще сложим запетаи, за да бъдете правилни, логически издържани. Okay? Например, примера, който ви дадох с моята сестра, е много хубав пример. Тази от двете сестри, която живее в Канада, е зъболекар. Тогава нямаме запетая. Но Сестра ми, която живее в Канада, има 2 деца и това е факт, да кажем, аз нямам друга сестра, имам само една сестра. Тогава отново имаме вметнат израз, защото вие имате само една сестра, а не 2 сестри. И тогава използваме запетаи, когато имате non-defining clauses, айде ще го запишеме, използваме запетаи. We use commas with them. Трябва да включим латински шрифт. Ще да пиша бързо днес. So we use commas, запетаи, commas and know that. И без съюза that. Всичко останало е разрешено. No commas and know that. This is forbidden. This is not allowed with вметнатите изрази, които в случай се явяват non-defining relative clauses. Да, слушам те.
Къде мога да направя тест, за да видя какво ниво съм на английски?
Аз мога да ви изпратя. Аз имам 2 теста за поставяне на... Да. Може да. Мога да ви пусна след това линк с тест за входно ниво. Искаш да си определиш нивото по английски. Окей. Да. 2 теста ще ти пусна обаче, защото първото е за ниво A1, A2, а следващото е за ниво B1, B2. 2 теста
Ама
ще
те
ти...
онлайн с онлайн проверяване?
Да. Да, те са от тази www.liveworksheets.com. Те са с отговорите. След това, като го направиш, то ще ти излезнат отговорите и аз ще ги прегледам и ще ти кажа къде са ти грешките. Ще искам да изпратиш отговорите направо на Делфин. А вместо ти да си ги погледнеш, може и да си ги погледнеш, ако желаеш, но след това трябва да ми ги препратиш, за да видя къде са пропуските ти. Добре, I'll give you a test to check your reading and all these different types of comprehension. Стигнахме до кое изречение? До следващия модул. Тоест, казахме без запетаи и без that е но неопределящо относително изречение. Ако имаме запетаи, тогава вече ще бъде вметнат израз. Окей. Следва упражненията на страница 83, page 53. Page 53 in your book. It's about using some, any, no, every, and compounds. Okay, Sami, could you read these definitions, please? What do they say?
Which?
Some, any, no, every, and compounds on page 83 in the book. Тоест, и аз ще се прехвърля на новата страничка. 83-та. Това е следващото подред упражнение.
Okay.
Следваме си реда на упражнението.
We use some and its compounds, somebody, someone, something, somewhere, in affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. Да. And in interrogative sentence
interrogative
sentence to make a request or an offer. There are some tigers in the zoo. Affirmative. Can I have some leaflets? Please. Request. Would you like something to eat? Offer. We use any in and its compounds. Anybody, anyone, anything, anywhere in negative or interrogative sentence.
Interrogative sentences.
Interrogative sentence.
Okay.
There isn't anything in the bag. Are there any lions in the zoo? We use no equals not any, and its compounds nobody, no one, nothing, nowhere, in affirmative sentence with negative meaning. there is nothing to see. Because there isn't anything to see. We use every and its compounds, everybody, everyone, everything, everywhere, in affirmative form, affirmative, negative, and interrogative, interrogative sentence. They did everything they could to save the tiger. Not everyone signed the document. Is anyone there? Is anyone here?
Okay. So does it make sense to you guys? Do you understand it?
Yes.
It's similar to some, any, and no. Yeah. The same meaning. We use any with questions and negations. Yeah. In the same way, we use their compound words such as no one, anyone. So depending on the type of the sentence, we're choosing whether it's going to be anybody, somebody, or nobody. Okay. So let's do exercise 3 and see how you're going to manage. Exercise 3. It's here. Okay. Use some, any, no, every, or maybe a compound word.
The bird can't fly anywhere because it was hurt its wing. It was hurt its wing. I can't see anything.
Alex.
I can't see anything under the desk.
Anything under the desk. Добре. Митко?
Okay. I called you last night, but no one answered the phone.
Чудесно. Добре. Next one. Димитър?
Okay.
Again, yes.
Everyone is in the animal shelter right now.
Точно така. Добре. And Митко.
Okay.
Аз ми бъркам имената непрекъснато. Митко и Наско. Наско. Наско.
Okay. I'm 13. I saw the cat somewhere in the garden.
Yeah, somewhere in the garden. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Sami, could you continue? Choose one of the words in the gaps.
Okay. I want to do something to help the environment.
Okay. Ще пишем ли? Айде да пишем. Something to help the environment. Yeah.
Everyone in my school is taking part in the beach cleanups day. You can come too.
Okay, so everyone in my school is taking
Hello,
part.
is there anything I can help you?
Добре, I can do for you. Alexandra?
Yes, I'm looking for a pair of plastic boots. Have you got some? Have you got some black ones? Have you got any black ones?
Any,
Yes.
защото е въпросително изречение, ще използваме any. Okay. Who is next? Митко? Дали някой може да помогне?
Okay.
Can някой? Is which word? Can.
Yes, I'm looking for a pair of... het was mogelijk.
Number 4, number 3. Can
Anybody help me?
Yes.
Anyone.
Anyone, can anyone? That is someone. Това е като молба. Когато въпрос има характер на молба, тогава също можем да използваме и some. Can someone help me put the recycling signs up? Put them up, да ги поставите на високо. To put the recycling signs up. Okay. Who is next? Sami?
I'll help Mr. Carter. I've got
Something. Да, имам нещо да правя.
something to do.
Something to do for an hour.
Have you got any gloves I can borrow?
Добре. Наско? Nasco, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let's do the next sentence. Number 4B.
Okay. Sure. I've got a blue pair somewhere around here.
Точно така.
Let me find them.
Let me find them. Добре. That's correct. And the next one? Go.
Yes.
No, Alex. Let Alex continue.
Did you buy anything in the zoo gift shop? No, there was nothing that I liked.
There was nothing that I liked. Тук вече е пълната форма на местоимението no. Okay. Да обобщим ли кога ще използвам? There is anything that I liked. Точно така. There was nothing that I liked. Защото в английски език не можем да имаме двойно отрицание. Отрицанието се носи в случай от глаголът от думичката nothing. Имаше нищо, което да харесам, т.е. това означава нищо не ви хареса. There was nothing that you liked, that you wanted to buy. Okay. Така да направим една снимка на екрана и да видим следващото ни предизвикателство. We'll have to go to the next activity here. Така, отиваме на тази задачка. Okay, so now open your books on page 84. Page 84. And the topic today is about volunteering in the Yosemite National Park, which is in America. Да. Трябва да свършваш училище, да. Добре. Ако искате да спрем тогава до тук, ние почнахме малко по-късничко днес, но знам, че си на училище след 40 минутки. Можем да поработим малко по-кратки часове да правим по време на онлайн обучението, защото то е по-ефективно и по-бързо стават нещата. За домашна работа ще ви възложа да направите в работната тетрадка, успоредно, заедно с граматичната тетрадка, упражненията с some, any, every and compounds, както и relative pronouns. От този Unit 5E, искам да направите сега упражненията в Grammar Ето тук. Отворете си граматичната тетрадка, 75-та, 76-та страничка. И това ще ви бъде за домашна работа за следващата, за вторника. Нали?
Според значи сме свободни или?
Да, всички окей ли сте с тази? Както и в работната тетрадка, Unit 5E, който е тук. Това ще ви останат, тези странички ще ви бъдат за домашна работа. Окей. Между другото, ако вие желаете, знам, че сами трябва да прекъсва, защото има урок, но останалите, ако желаете, можем да продължим да работим в граматичната тетрадка. What do you prefer? Мисля, че по-добре да ги направите, да си ги напишете и да ми ги заснемете. Става ли така? Като самостоятелна работа. Ще да направите сега which, where, who, нали? Както some, any, и да заснемете упражненията с телефона, за да проверя, да видя дали сте работили правилно.
This is
Gonna be your self-study work. Thank you very much. Enjoy the day. And I'm sorry for today, but I've been studying all night and I'm a bit tired this morning, but I hope that I will pass my exam today. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye.